Mayor Sanders, your stance on same-sex marriage evolved much like President Obama's has. Talk about what it's like as a politician for your position to change so dramatically to support same-sex marriage.
Well, I think that we all have different feelings about things, and we're advised to do different things by political advisors. And I think there finally comes a time when you say, I've got to do what's right. And I think that's exactly what the president's done. It's what I did back in 2007. And it becomes a very personal decision at that point. And you know that you can't look other people in the face and say, I don't think you're as valuable as anybody else. And that's really what it boiled down to in my case. I have a daughter who's in a same-sex relationship, had a lot of coworkers who were, I've had a lot of friends, and I've always been active in the gay lesbian community, and I felt it was really important to acknowledge that and to recognize this is really an equality issue.
And what can you share with San Diegans about your firsthand experience with having a same-sex couple in your family?
Well, it's great. I've gained another daughter, and they have a very committed, loving relationship. I've seen them shopping a few times. I'll be in the same store and run into them, and it makes me feel good to see two people who really love each other. So I think it's been really good for both of them, and it's also been good for our family.
Mm-hmm. Now, the timing of the president's announcement comes on the heels of a decision by North Carolina voters to oppose same-sex marriage as well as civil unions. What direction do you think society is headed when it comes to this issue?
Well, I think society's obviously heading towards recognizing equality for all in the marriage arena. I think you're going to find some states that may think that voters are able to determine that. We found in California that wasn't the case, that this is really an equality issue. It's not one that you can simply vote on and have a lot of rhetoric around it. It's one that the Constitution guarantees. So I think that they'll find they'll be passed by, and history won't judge them well. And I think that history's going to judge President Obama very well. He's the first president to come out and actually support this. And the leader of the United States doing that, I think, is very important and very historic.
What about the people who are watching right now who disagree with this decision? You felt the heat, I'm sure, in the past.
Well, I did, but I have to tell you, when I look into people's eyes, everybody should have a right to love somebody and to marry them. And I don't think that you can simply vote on that right any more than there's other rights that we thought we could vote on. I think it's an issue that's a personal issue, and it's one that politics probably shouldn't play a part in. It should probably be equality, and people should deserve the opportunity to marry.
I saw a quote from the president. He says he hesitated about same-sex marriage because he thought civil unions were sufficient.
Well, and that's exactly what I thought until I was educated. And once I was educated, I found that they're not equal. And it also sets, what it says is, this class of people, civil unions is okay for you, but for everybody else, we're going to call it marriage and let you marry. So what they're saying to this class is, you're not quite as good as everybody else. And I think that's what was so compelling in my feelings.